Hi everyone, it's Peggy Merwin with Stamp with Peggy. Thank you so much for allowing me a few minutes late. I so apologize. I'm running around trying to hurry and finish the project, so hopefully I have everything. Make sure you tell me hi, that you are here. I'm going to, because I am running late, going to kind of give everybody a couple of seconds. I'm going to see if I can find myself here so that I can watch for your comments. Okay, good. Suzanne's on, Roseanne's on. Hi guys, thank you so much. Again, I said thanks for allowing me to be a couple minutes late. Hopefully everybody had a good weekend. And if you follow the Stamp with Peggy page, where we are right now, you saw that I had a busy weekend. I will tell you I have a couple of new posts. I'm part of a challenge, social media challenge that Stampin' Up! Is offering. So I have some new things I'm kind of trying. Love the responses. Today's was fabulous. My post today was, what's your favorite type of paper crafting? I call it stamping. I kind of generalize all of it. Is it framed art? Is it card making? Or is it, what was the other one? Scrapbooking. So some fabulous responses. That was awesome. My daughter was here. We got to spend a girls' weekend together. She helped me kind of all around. We worked on a project for one of the girls I work with. Her daughter, they're having a baby shower for her this Saturday. So we did thank you cards. We did place cards. We did tags to tie on favors. So we were busy doing that. We also prepared a class that they're going to be doing at the Silk Studio in Delavan that Katie is, where she teaches and takes classes. So I'm excited about a new adventure over there and hopefully some new people. Okay, so we are going to, let's see, it is Monday, September 11th. The weather's cooling for fall. I'm kind of done with summer, and I know those of you who love the warm weather don't like to hear that, but fall is definitely my favorite time of the year. Hi, Nancy. So I kind of started moving into fall projects. I'm kind of working on Fall Fest a little bit. 2 weeks, we have a big demo event, and that's Holiday Hoopla. So it's kind of moving into fall and Halloween and Christmas. And as the holiday catalog became live last Wednesday. Yes, last Wednesday. Okay, quick little thing. If you tried to order last week, the All About Autumn designer paper, it's back in stock right now. Again, who knows how long. Also, there was a Christmas specialty paper, blues and golds. That one is back in stock again right now too. Unfortunately, the glow-in-the-dark cardstock and the glow-in-the-dark ghosts and bats are not available until the end of September, beginning of October. So those of you who are ordering and using your September coupon, if you choose the speckled dots or the ghosts and bats as your free embellishment, I will order those at the end of the month when they become available again, and then I will send them out to you, okay? All right, so it looks like we have a few hellos in there. Becky, thank you so much for joining. Ruth, Nancy, Ruth, we got 2 Ruths. Okay, so I did drawings for all of your likes and comments. Also, I kind of pulled some of the comments off from the posts that I've been sharing over the last 4 days. I have another one to post later tonight. But this week's winners of a free surprise is Addie Lappy, L-A-P-I. So Addie, if you're watching, when you're watching, if you know Addie, tag her. Please send me an email or a message with your address so that I can pop a little surprise in the mail to you. And the second one is Judy Cruz. So Judy, thank you for participating. And again, I think I have your address at the campground, but please touch base with me again so that I make sure I get this in the mail to you before you head out to head south. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to tell you. All right, let's go ahead and send it down. And no, I haven't had a chance yet to figure out the software to do the quick switch. So you still have to go with the close your eyes. Here we come. Okay, we do have a brand new host code. Okay, UC2QWMBF. Okay, tonight's live may go just a little bit longer. Hubby is gone, so I don't have to worry about trying to hurry and finish for dinner. He is on a hiking trip with his three brothers. They were supposed to head out on a boat today over to Isle Royale up in Copper Harbor, Wisconsin. And the seas were too rough on Lake Superior, so the boat was not able to go out this morning. So they hung around and did some local hiking, and hopefully everything will be good tomorrow and they'll be able to get out tomorrow. Okay, sorry, I'm readjusting just a little bit. Okay, so my blog post today was showing this pick of the patch card that I received in a swap. Okay, it's awesome. Look at how cool that is. And it stands up, which you can't see very well that way. But I kind of posted out to you guys, so what should we do tonight? And quite a few. Number one, cards. And I love making cards. I love fun fold cards. That was another big one. And then Roseanne said, ooh, that's a cool one. Why don't you do that? So this is the card. I'm not making it like this. I've changed it out. But this card I received in a swap from Teresa Bailey. And so this was my inspiration to show you the shadow box card. That's what it's called. Okay, so we're going to start with that. I am using the Pick of the Patch stamp set or bundle, just like she did. But again, I'm doing it different. So this has a stamp set. You're the Pick of the Patch, A Harvest of Blessings, Happy Halloween, Cutie Pie, thanks so much. We've got pumpkins and gourds, so we can make it very fall. But we also have pumpkin faces or jack-o'-lantern faces, so we can make it Halloween. There's a punch, and I think we used this a couple weeks ago. I showed you the little trick to be able to punch it out at once. But we're going to use this. We're not going to use both sizes. We're only going to use one. Oh, I forgot my foam mat. Okay, I told you I thought I had everything. Nope, you know what? I do have it. I have stuff sitting on it. Okay, let's get everything off from here. So we need our foam mat. What did everybody else do this weekend? Liked and shared. Nancy Sears, thank you so much. Oh, Nancy posted her September Card Sketch Challenge card today. And Jen Leffler did hers last week right after the live. So we have 2 participants. So let's see how many we can get this month. Remember, I gave 3 prizes away for last month. Okay, I'm starting with pumpkin pie ink. And I'm using the biggest pumpkin in the stamp set. Okay, so we're going to ink it up good. And I just grabbed like a 2.5-inch piece of basic white. We are going to stamp 3 of this size. Put a little distance between it because sometimes when you go in a punch, it will create some issues. If you go too close together, one of the other holes in it will create some problems. Okay, then we're taking the second to the smallest size. And we're going to ink that up, and we're going to stamp that one over here. The punch does not punch that one out. We're going to fussy cut it. But I've taken a piece of Post-it note, and I've stamped it, and I've cut around it. We're going to lay it on here. This is called masking, if you've not done it before. We're going to add a stem to this pumpkin, but I don't want the line to show. And I don't want the stem as long as it is because it's a little pumpkin. Okay, can you see that? I don't know, maybe it's better on the white. Okay, so that's how long the pumpkin is or the stem is, but I don't want it that long. I'm using pecan pie ink, and I'm just going to overlap onto that Post-it note. And then we have a short little stubby stem instead of a long one on this little pumpkin. Okay, we're going to close the ink up. Now, did I bring the punch? Yes. Okay, so now we're going to punch each of our pumpkins out. So it's very quick. The punch is available yet right now. Again, who knows how long it'll be. And that's, you guys are learning quickly that if there's something you see that you want, you need to get it ordered right away. Okay. All right, so we punched out all three. We're going to fussy cut out the little one. Let's put that up there. Let's get all this stuff out of the way. Okay. And we fussy cut, boom. There's our little fussy cut pumpkin. Okay, now we're going to take these three and we're going to use Memento ink. And we're using our pumpkin face. Okay, and I'm not trying to do it straight. I'm kind of turning different directions because we're going to stack our pumpkins. And so we're just going to kind of twist and turn them. I'm not putting a face on the top one. Okay, now we're going to set that off to the side. Again, we're going to get the rest of these scraps out of my way because I'm going to have them all over otherwise anyways. Okay, so now we're going to take a piece of cardstock. Linda, I'll have to take a look at that. I don't know offhand when that's coming back in stock. It should be shortly because that one's been on for a little while. Okay, so our card base is 4 1/4 by 11. We scored it at 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 1 1/2 inches, and 6 1/4. Okay, we're going to fold it on all the score lines. Make sure it's really nice and crisp. Using our bone folder. You know, if you don't have a bone folder, that really is a must-have for making really nice cards, okay? And so we kind of accordion fold it. We're going to open it back up. Okay, I took a piece of the Them Bones designer paper that is 4 inches by 4 1/2 inches. That's going to go on here, the side that it does not have any score marks, okay? And then I'm using the Nested Essentials dies, just like Teresa did, only I'm going to turn them up and down instead of sideways, okay? And it's going to go, I want the designer paper to have a bigger opening in it than the black cardstock underneath. That way, again, I have my layers, okay? So right now, I'm just kind of getting a visual. We're going to take the larger, which is actually the second largest of the Nested Essentials. And I'm looking for my tear and tape, or not tear and tape, sticky note tape. Okay. And I'm just going to hold that in place. And then I'm going to take just this one with my cut and emboss machine. Check it out. I got new plates out. Jennifer, if you're watching, these were brand new yesterday. Okay. That's why mine look icky all the time, because as soon as I change them, they get icky again, okay? So we're just going to put that designer paper on there, and we're going to cut the larger opening. And I'm seeing some more sharing. Thank you so much. Okay, then we're just going to take it off. It's a cool thing about this tape. It does just tear off and you can use it again. You could save that little label for another card or another project. Okay, now we're going to pull this back here again. Come on. All right, now I'm going to take the next one down. So this is the second smallest die, but I'm going to lay this back on here. I am not gluing it on yet because just in case something happens, I don't want to ruin that piece of designer paper. And I'm trying to see if, okay, I'm cutting off so that you can't see all of it. Let's try scooting that a little bit more. Okay, so I'm placing my designer paper where I want it on my card. Obviously, it may not be exactly when I go to put it down. And then I'm laying my die in there. Okay, so I can attach it. And then we're going to move the designer paper out of the way. And then we're going to cut that smaller opening in the basic black base. Who's got extra money to buy Stampin' Up! Stuff? Yay! All right, get that out of the way. Okay, we're going to pull that in here. Oh, if we're not wasting designer paper, that's right. We save all those pieces, then we have more money for more good stuff. What is your favorite Stampin' Up! Product to purchase? Is it stamps? Is it paper? Is it inks? Okay, all right, so there we have our opening. Now we're going to take our paper back and we're going to adhere it down. Okay, I'm going to go around the outside edges like normal, but I am going to go back around the opening also to make sure that that's all stuck down well. Okay, so we're going to border it on the sides, and we're pretty darn close on that too. So now we have a fun opening. Sharon's is DSP. Linda's, yeah, it depends on her mood. She is a DSP girl also. Okay, we're going to lay, excuse me, I'm not going to adhere it down because sometimes I like to practice and stamp twice. Annie, I'm right with you. All of it. I can never choose. Okay, so I've got my basic white just sitting in there. I'm going to get my Memento ink, and I'm going to use Happy Halloween. Okay, now I am going to tell you that I did have a little bit of trouble with it kind of going crooked. That's why we don't stick it down until we're done stamping. And we've got it what we want. Now I can't get a real good, so hopefully we are straight. Well, not bad. This is kind of a weird stamp, the way it lays. Okay, now where do we put our little pumpkin? Okay, our little pumpkin's going to go right there. So I should have told you that first because we need to adjust where the Happy Halloween goes. Okay, so we can go ahead and adhere this down. Now, I didn't, I did that a little bit wrong. Okay, it still works. I should have turned it around the other way. Okay, we're going to adhere this down inside when it's nice and easy to get to it. Okay. Now, our 1/2 inch opening down here at the bottom. And then we are going to, come on. We're going to put our adhesive on that 1/2 inch strip. We're going to fold. Nope. We're going to fold it like that. So let's make sure I'm in the picture. Okay. So we're folding it accordion style. W. We've got adhesive on it here. You can use green glue. You can use tear and tape. Okay. And so then we're just going to close it down. That little thing can fold this way, which makes our card the full 5.5, 5.5, or it can tuck up inside. So then our card is 4 3/4 by 4 1/4. It's tucked up in there. But then when you go to stand your card, it stands up like that. Okay. All right. Let's finish decorating our card. So we're going to, of course, take dimensionals onto our pumpkin. And we're going to stick that right in here so it's nice and cute when they open and take it out of the card. Okay, now we're going to pull. Uh-oh, you know what? I needed to cut one more pumpkin because I forgot I put that one there. So this one that I thought magic of TV, I am going to have to quick fussy cut that because we're going to need this in this pumpkin stack. Okay, again, the punch doesn't work, but it's a fast cut. Sandy, if you're watching, even for you, it's a fast cut. It's not a big deal. Sometimes, not always, but sometimes it's faster to cut it than it is to get everything out to die cut it. Okay, now we're going to start with one of our pumpkins. They're all three the same. We're going to put dimensionals, but I didn't put them on the top. Okay, I just put 2 to keep it nice and sturdy at the bottom. And then we are going to start with our first pumpkin. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put 2 dimensionals at the bottom of the pumpkin. And we're going to tuck it and kind of angle it. It's a stack of pumpkins. Hey, how many of you say, I've been hearing this lately, how many of you say pumpkin, like it's spelled, with a P, and how many of you say pumpkin, like pumpkin doodle, with no P in it? I've really been kind of surprised by how many people do say it without a P. So it's been fun to listen to different people. Okay? So we have our stack of pumpkins going right up the side of our card. Now the back, since you can't get to the inside, we are going to put a piece of basic white onto the back. But we should do a little stamping. We're going to do the, you're the pick of the patch, since we have a whole bunch of pumpkins. And then I think, and I'm winging it here, what did I just do with the orange one? Okay, I need to get my stamp pad back in here. You know, with the photopolymer, the foam mat makes a huge difference in how it stamps. Okay, it gives you a much better image if you put the mat underneath it. So again, add that mat to your wish list if you don't have one already. All right, then we need our stem again. And we're going to put that right there. But I think I'm going to pull that orange again. We're going to pull the big one. And we're going to add a big one over here. And I think this time I can get away. Yeah. I have a mask for the big one also. So we're going to make sure that it's kind of behind our pumpkin and not on top of. Yay, Ruth, I'm glad you're liking it. All right, then there was something else I was just going to put on it, but I don't remember now what it was. Okay, get that all out of the way. Then we're going to go ahead and put this onto the back of our card. Since the ghosts and bats aren't available right now, I didn't want to tease you anymore. So there you can write your little message. But of course we need a little bit of bling. If I can find where I put that, over here. Okay. We are using the Adhesive-Backed Sparkle Gems. Oh, thanks, Marianne. We're going to grab some of these little black sparkles. And we're just going to throw those on. Because, of course, every card needs to have a little bling, right? Okay. And there is our adorable card that stands up. We have our cute little thing on the back that's decorated. Isn't that fun? So again, thank you, Teresa Bailey. We have a nice fall one. We have a nice Halloween one with my fun little black and orange colors. Okay, the second most popular thing that you guys, it's like, what's your favorite? Was, everybody guess? Framed art. Absolutely. It's beautiful, Becky. When it stands, it just shows it off so nice. All right. So I dug around a little bit and I found this frame that I bought at the dollar store. I don't know about you, but I don't need a Coca-Cola sign sitting around. So we're going to cover that up. We're again going to use the pick of the patch. We're kind of going to coordinate with what we just did. Okay. So we're going to use our pumpkin pie. We're going to use the large pumpkin and we're going to stamp 5 of them. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3. I need a new pumpkin pie stamp pad. 4 and 5. Okay. And let's go ahead and just add our pumpkin or our jack-o'-lantern faces right now. Okay, as you saw, this is kind of a mini frame. This frame is about 4 by 7, give or take. I love to just go into the dollar store and see what kind of things I can find that I can change into something else. It's a fabulous price at now $1.25 to make just a fun little gift. Hang it in your house or give it away as a gift with this fun card that we just made. Okay, so there we're going to punch. Oops, hang on, I lost my screen over here. There we go. Okay, and we're going to punch. There's 3. There's 4. Oh, that little guy's got a leftover on his face. Okay, and there's 5. Now let's get all of the crumbles away because that makes a mess. Okay. Then I also have a piece of basic white that is 3/4 of an inch by 2 1/4. I'm using Memento ink and I'm using the You're the Pick of the Patch again. We're going to stamp it on here. And then we're going to, we can get rid of that. We're going to adhere it to a piece of basic black that is 7/8 of an inch by 2 3/8 of an inch. Okay, I'm telling you, this is a super fast project. We're using basic black that is 4 inches by right around 7 1/4. And what I did is I just kind of measured this and checked. I may have to do a little more trimming, but I think I'm good. And then I went 1/4 of an inch. No, I went 1/2 an inch smaller on basic gray. And then this one is, the designer paper is 3 3/8 by 6 5/8. So it just gives me a nice small little border. Oh, I wouldn't be doing Fall Fest ones now to share with everybody, Linda. That's got to be a surprise. Okay, and of course, how do we attach it? We're making a framed art, so we got to have dimensionals, right? So we're going to make sure that it doesn't sag in the middle. Okay. Oh, get my scraps out of the way again. All right, so then that gets attached onto here. And it looks like I'm not all the way in, but you guys are seeing. Okay, the pick of the patch is going to go up here, but again, we're going to put that on dimensionals because we're making a frame. Why not? Okay, I'm making it even with the gray and down a little bit. Okay, now we're going to do the same building process that we did before. So we're going to put 2 dimensionals at the bottom of the pumpkins, or at least 4 of them, like that. And then we're just going to start stacking them. And I know you can't see me right now. I'm sorry. Okay. And I think this time I'm going to start up here, except I want... Okay, is that going to do it? Yep. Okay, so we're going to start like that. And then we're going to come over this way. And then we're going to add another one. We're giving them a little more distance this time. Annie, I love it. You know, and that was kind of a tease today when I did that. You know, what's your favorite? Because it is all over the place. That's one of the fun things that I like when we do the retreats. When Tina and I do the one in March, and then when I do Cabin Fever, Summer Splash, and Fall Fest, is I try to do a little bit of all of it. And I know not everybody is into all of it, but it kind of exposes you to something that you may not otherwise be doing, so that you can learn to love all forms of paper crafting. Okay, so now I'm trying to decide. Nope, we're going to stick with the black ones. And I think I'm going to go with the bigger ones this time. Come on. All right, I got my stuff's coming off there. And we're going to put one there. And we're going to put one there for a little bit of sparkle. And then, and I kind of dry fit it first. And then usually I get glue, but you can also do it with the seal. Nope, I'm going to grab my glue. I forgot to grab that. Because I don't want this to fall out of my frame. Now, one of the things with the Dollar Tree frames, sometimes they come with hooks on them, sometimes they don't. This one can actually, it's strong enough that it can stand on a shelf, but you can also put a hanger on the back of it so that you can hang it up if you want to, if you don't have a shelf. Or how about the new tiered trays? This would have to be kind of a big one, but that would be fun too. Okay, so then we just work it, and right now it's sliding under a little bit, and that's why we use the glue to hold it in place so that we hopefully don't have anything showing underneath it. There, look at how quick we have it coordinating. So there's your little card for the housewarming. Somebody's having a pumpkin patch party. There you go. You are good to go. You've got a little quick little gift for them that they're not going to go, oh, you shouldn't have brought anything, because it's not huge, okay? But it's adorable. And then you've got this fun little thing. You could, whoops, that's the one I made before and didn't get the back on yet. You could, instead of this, you could add a piece so that you could tuck a gift card into the back of there, because I'm all about gift cards too, right? Okay, so look at that. 40 minutes, actually not even that, because I was late getting on. We made a fun fold card and a quick mini framed art. Okay, so next week, maybe a treat holder. I picked up a couple things at Dollar Tree, so hopefully I get time to get them designed before Monday night next week so that I'm not running at the last minute again. Okay, reminder that that is your host code. And again, in case you're coming on late Addie Lappy, Lapi, and Judy Cruz. Make sure I have your address so that I can get your little goodies out in the mail to you. Yes, Linda, we do have Friends Night Out Club tomorrow night. That's what I'm working on as soon as I get off the video tonight. Okay? You guys have a fabulous week, and I will see you next Monday, the 18th. I may have to do a little switch on that, but I will let you know for sure. Everybody have a fabulous week. Enjoy some fall weather, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.